What's going on, guys? ShadowNinja here, and today we got some stuff to talk about. We highlighted earlier Season of the Witch first impressions, so annotation here on screen to check that out. Honestly, the season so far, it's giving off some great vibes, which Season of the Deep and Season of Defiance did not give. So with that out the way, let's jump into the final shape showcase and talk about a lot of things. Now, this is going to be overall summary. In the coming days, I am definitely going to be making videos to cover specific topics they talk about, expand on some theories and some potential leaks. Not really leaks, but again, some of the stuff I may be onto something. It's not the first time I've said something and it ended up being leaked and true and someone tells me that. So that's why I say maybe some leaks. I don't know, but there's a lot of intriguing stuff, and all the leaks I do know, trust me, I will not cover it. So if you guys are worried about that, don't worry. I'm not going to spoil any shit for you. So summary number uno. Well, part one of this video. The trailer. My God. Bungie, you son of a bitches. You know how to make a good trailer, and this trailer was very remnant of like the vibes you get with Halo 3. I don't know why, but it was really good, really awesome, and really exciting. Seeing some of the stuff, callbacks, and the journey we went through to lead us to this climactic, events. They weren't lying when they said they were trying to make this like Infinity War and Endgame, and this is our Endgame moment. Now, who dies at the end? We'll see. Hopefully not anyone we love, or at least I love. But yeah, it was awesome. It was motivating, and seeing the tagline "Become Legend" come back was honestly a statement to the player base that yes, what made us true to what we love about this franchise, we're gonna bring back to the forefront, and becoming legend is still the core elements of Destiny. So that's awesome to see. Now with Destiny, sometimes things are fun when it comes to supers. Well, we're getting new supers, but not a new subclass. I think that is amazing because Beyond Light and Lightfall had introductions of new subclasses, and they were definitely met with some of the more mediocre sentiments around the expansion being bad or whatever. So maybe this is a good thing. They did new supers aspects and stuff like that rather than focusing on balancing a new subclass to bring into the game. Some people may be disappointed by that, but honestly, I take that as a good sign at this point. But the new supers look remarkable. The Warlocks are getting a new solar super, which basically is just, I'm a walking buff. I buff everything solar, and I do great solar things. And on top of that, they're getting a void-like solar aspect. Oh, it's like the Devour, or I forget what it's called. That leech thing that they do. They launch from their well, and it calls it Devour. They're getting something like that, but it's solar-based, and it does scorch or explosions. There was a lot going on here, and it looked amazing. It's nice to see Warlocks that use the solar subclass not be forced to use wells to benefit the team, because this honestly looks pretty good. Now with the Titans, we're getting axes that we can throw and our teammates can pick up and utilize. These things look amazing. I wonder how they pair with Synthoceps, and will they be broken with Synthoceps? I hope so. Something that this game, or at least Destiny, should have always had. I don't know. Axes kind of seem like a long overdue thing, but hey, we're here in the final shape with them. And on top of that, we're getting a new aspect, which allows us to turn our Void Grenade into a mobile barricade, which we hold. And as we're getting shot at, we will basically emit damage outward. Yeah, that sounds awesome. They keep on making me come back to Void with all this cool shit they be giving it to it and all these benefits that Void has. So yeah, looks like I'm playing Void when the final shape rolls around. Now with Hunters, you sons of a guns. Basically, you got the Minato super. If you guys don't know who Minato is, in Naruto, the 4th Hokage has this jutsu. I am almost certain it's called the Flying Rasen Jutsu. So he throws his kunai out, I forget exactly what it's called, and he teleports to that thing. Well, you got a machete. You throw it, and then you teleport to that machete wherever it lands, and then you do a little twirly spin attack, and it looks remarkable. You guys are lucky. I'm a little bit jealous as Titan main. I mean, I'm still gonna play it. I have a hunter, but yeah, these supers look incredible. And then the aspect they talked about being kind of a combo centric, so using different things to elevate you twirl up in the air. I don't know how amazing that's gonna be, but hey, it looks intriguing and sounds enticing and fun to definitely spice up some gameplay stuff. So all that stuff sounds good. Now let's talk about weapons, because weapons are kind of a big part of Destiny. Well, we're getting some returning weapons from Destiny 1. A returning rocket launcher, I think it's called a Hothead, or not Hothead, I forget exactly. Red Death, a pulse rifle. We got a good look at the cast off returning, thankfully. God, that's long overdue. But besides that, we gotten a glimpse in concept art of some new weapons. One is based off the Traveler shooting out his burst. Another is based off of what if Golden Gun was in a sniper? Yeah, there was some interesting stuff thrown around, and I'm honestly curious to see how many weapons we are getting. I said it before, there seems to be a lack of focus on a brand new subclass, which allows elements of the Bungie team to hopefully work on new stuff with weapons and try to work and balance that stuff. So maybe the weapons team had more opportunities to create these crazy things for the dev team or the quality of life team to test out and balance in the world. So if a lack of subclass brings us new weapons, that is awesome. And then they talk about how they're bringing new archetypes, which kind of are mainly around support. So for example, there is a support auto rifle, and shooting your teammates heals your teammates or provides that healing aspect. That is remarkable. That is something that I'm surprised it took 10 years to get to. Maybe there were technical reasons, but that type of stuff gets me excited and I cannot wait. And the last thing I want to talk about, besides episodes which we'll get to the end, let's talk about the Paleheart location. This place is aimed at nostalgia. They talked about how there are locations that you will remember from all aspects of Destiny itself. Now, there is going to be the complaint of, oh, they just copied and pasted old locations to fill in a brand new location. And I think some of those critiques are fair, but I don't give a damn. We're getting the tower back. We're getting what looks like the Venus shore back. We're getting this beautiful green lush world within the Traveler, and it leads into a dark monolith, I believe they called it, where obviously I think the Witness is residing and where the raid will end up being. Yeah, this place has every single theme that the world of Destiny has ever had, all in one. Now, they also talked about how post the campaign and the conclusion of the story, that the Paleheart will open up in different ways. And the way they describe this is being kind of a Dreaming City-like pitch. If you guys don't recall or are new to the Destiny experience, when Forsaken was being talked about, they introduced two new locations, the Tangled Shore and the Dreaming City. The Dreaming City was a location that they described as evolving with the raid. And based on the stuff that happened, and obviously with the Dreaming City curse, things are where they are now. Now, since then, it hasn't evolved much, so it begs the question of how true is this evolution going to be with the Paleheart? This is a complaint I have. Destiny locations don't really evolve past their expansion period, so hopefully that changes here. But hey, if they're describing it in the same likes of the Dreaming City, then I'm in a position where I'm pretty damn excited to explore the Paleheart. Now, how big is this? Honestly, I will say this right now. The Paleheart needs to be the biggest location in Destiny 2. And that's not a if, ands, or but. It needs to be massive. I felt a little bit bummed on the scale of Nea Numa because they marketed it as a massive experience, but it kind of wasn't massive. The Dreaming City is massive because of curiosity and exploration, and this is giving off a lot of those vibes. So hopefully the Paleheart is massive. It incorporates elements of all different locations we've ever explored, so it's only right that this location is huge. So yeah, but just because we've talked about all things Final Shape, what is the experience of Destiny 2 past this expansion? This is a massive question for those who are looking to continue playing this game and those who are looking for a reason to play this game post the Final Shape. Well, they're changing up the live service in general for Destiny itself. I'll get into more details in a video tomorrow about this. This is going to have a lot of discussions and theories around, but basically, instead of having 4 seasons, they're going to have 3, and they're going to be longer. Now, the reason they're calling these episodes instead of seasons is that they're actually broken up into different arcs, which introduce new story elements, new weapons, and new quests. Now, how much of that content is going to be in there is still yet to be seen, but for those who are missing those DLC expansions, I'll be honest, this seems like a good middle ground for the live service, which I think is essential to the survivor of this game and most games out there that are actually good at utilizing a live service system, and then those who want content to play and then put down. Looks like a good middle ground, and while these images are concepts, we see different parts that should give hints of where we're going. We know the Vex is implied, where the Scorn and the other factions play into it, who knows, but yeah. This showcase, in my opinion, I think did a good job of giving us a clear direction of where we're going. Now, what is that experience going to be like? We don't know. I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot to take away, especially on the weapon side of things and the new supers that is exciting, but with some concerns about the future of Destiny and kind of where we're going after. I do think it didn't answer those questions enough to ease those concerns. But I'm curious if you guys made it to this point in the video. What are your thoughts on this showcase and what was shown in general? Are we excited? Are we just here to conclude the story and move on to a different franchise for the next 10 years? Or are we going to be like me, who is excited and looking forward to this game and the episodes and the future of Destiny altogether? I'm still optimistic. I'm still enjoying this damn game. There's a lot of complaints I've had, but I have put way too many hours into this where I love it. So that's just my take, but curious to hear your thoughts. If you guys enjoyed this video and found this video informative, definitely be sure to drop this video a like. Helps out the video a ton. And if you guys want more content from me, definitely be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell to be notified for when I do drop more videos. But again, that's all I got for this one. Hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.